I'm really intrigued by the way so many different parts of the immune system work in concert to mediate their effect, to protect the body from so many challenges that we meet every day.
We're looking at genetic mechanisms of different traits that are contributing to the immune system. And so what we find, it's not going to be a direct cure for tomorrow, but it's helping to understand overall different facets of the immune system.
Roughly a quarter of the human population will die due to infectious causes. That seems very surprising to us in America, given that we have clean water and good health care. But when we think about folks in other parts of the world where those things are not a given, perhaps it's not nearly as surprising that so many people will ultimately perish due to infectious disease. We work on an immune cell called a natural killer cell. And my primary interest is to understand how the natural killer cell recognizes and kills tumor cells and virus-infected cells.
One of the most critical steps and where we spend most of our time is in data analysis. So as we go through this, there can be a number of ways we do it. It could be looking at a number of images and sort of spot the difference between these two different individuals and what cells do you see here. We can then zoom in on some of those and say, how are these cells interacting with one another? Another way that we can look at this is to use the flow cytometer. And this allows us to look at single cells, millions of cells at a time. And in a matter of minutes, we have tons of data in terms of what types of cells are present in an organ at any one given time.
Once we've got a data set that is final, we would input that into our statistical software. We were able to take over 100 different immune cell traits and couple that with over 600 different markers across the genome to really get a broad scale, large look at what's going on.
One of the struggles is there's such great diversity that can hinder our ability to find the needle in the haystack, so to speak. But that rich diversity at the same time is so intriguing to us because it can teach us about how the immune system responds and how it can recognize and control a virus infection. The Carter Center here at UVA provides just a wonderful environment and place for us to come together and work together to understand the immune system and to use what we learn ultimately, hopefully, to alleviate human suffering.